I have never shopped on VERO MODA before, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's a new company to me. I knew that they existed, but I also knew that they didn't have plus size clothing. However, someone recently made me aware that VERO MODA now have a plus size section on their website. And I decided I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to have to nosy around and see if I like it. So I picked up, I think I have 5 pieces that we're going to try on today, see what the quality is like. I will tell you about my shopping experience as well. But first time trying VERO MODA, let's get stuck into it. Per usual, everything that I'm sharing with you today is going to be linked in the description box down below. So if you're interested in any of the pieces, go and check out the direct links down there. I did, however, take down a few notes, and I did pick up 5 pieces. For those 5 pieces with free shipping, I paid €162.95. So it's definitely a little bit more of a pricier place. Now, as I say, I have no previous experience with VERO MODA. I knew that they had actual shops out and about once upon a time, but it was never a shop I went into because I knew they didn't do plus size. I will say, when I was nosing around on the website, they had 625 pieces in the plus size section. And I think that's a decent size of a plus size section. Happy enough with that. As I said, I did get free shipping, but a basic t-shirt was around €20 for a plain basic t-shirt. And now I didn't pick up any plain basic t-shirts today because I actually thought €20 for a plain white cotton t-shirt, I think that's a bit on the pricier side. Also, in fairness, my favorite ones are from Primark. So, you know, that's my comparison. I will say a lot of the pieces in the plus size section had the photographs of the pieces. There was no models in it. It was just a picture of the clothes themselves, which I wasn't keen on. However, and this is a massive plus, they did not just have one body type of model on their website. They had an array of different bodies, array of different size models. And that made me so bloody happy. And that's why I kind of persevered, because in fairness, the plus size section, I must admit, is a little bit dull. There was color, but it was just dull. A lot of basic pieces, dull. I like playing with fashion. I like finding pieces that's a little bit interesting, and there weren't that many of them. But listen, I have 5 basic pieces. Yeah, they're basics, but listen, let me show you what I got. The first piece I got is a little fine knit, and I on purpose got one of these because I wear fine knits all winter long. And the quality of my fine knit, again, I don't spend a lot of money. Primarks are my go-to to get fine knits in the winter time. So it was interesting to see if the quality was that much better, paying that bit more. Let's see, this one, I paid €30 for this one. It is a plain and simple fine knit jumper. It has a bit of a boat neck. There is a little detail here, a little string sitting in the back, and I think that's to make sure that it doesn't kind of fall off of your shoulders, which I quite like. We have a few buttons in the shoulder. I think they are functioning buttons, and then it's just straight into a little fine knit. Now, it feels nice and soft. It's 80% cotton and 20% nylon. But I'm not going to lie to you, this is no different than what I would get in Pennies. Primark, sorry. It's called Pennies here in Ireland. Green stripe down the bottom. I don't know. I don't feel by just touching it and holding it that this is worth a lot more than the ones I get in Primark. I got, obviously everything is shot by measurement using the size chart that they have on their website. And this one I ended up in a UK size 24 to 26. And that's going by the measurements. Normally I wear a UK size 22. But listen, let me pop it on and then we'll see. Okay, I'm not mad at this top, but I'm not madly in love with it either. I think it's just another basic top. And I know I can get something very similar in the same quality, if not better quality, elsewhere for half the price, because on Shein and in Primark I can fit the larger size and the quality is the same, half the price. So as much as it's nice and it has a nice fit on my body, I just don't feel it justify the double of the price of what I would normally pay. That's being honest with you. The neckline. The neckline is not my personal preference, but I do think it has a nice fit, and I love these little buttons on the shoulder. I think that's nice. We have a proper shoulder seam as well, which I really, really appreciate. As I say, I'm not mad at it. There's nothing wrong with it. It does have a nice fit on my body. It's not very long though, I must admit, because if I pull it out, you can see, now let me do it this way. See, I have the big belly because obviously I'm the apple shape and the flat booty. but the wide leg trousers kind of hide it a bit. But if you don't like tucking in and you're not wearing the wide leg trousers, you can see it's going to show belly. So just to take that into account, because I know a lot of you that are watching don't tuck in like I do. You know me, I prefer my French tuck. It's very sweet. I just don't feel I can justify the double of the price of what I would normally pay because the quality is no better. I hope that makes sense. I picked up a pair of wide leg trousers to go with this top, and they are a plain and simple pair of wide leg stretchy trousers. The waistline is an elasticated waist. It looks smooth on the front, but then on the back you can see the elastics. Now you can see it here. You can see they are a little bit on the see-through side, can't you? You can kind of see through there. So they're not like a thick fabric, but they don't feel thin either. They feel like a nice quality. We do have these buttons here in the front, but I think, yeah, it's just a decorative panel that's sitting there in the front. But we do have, where are you? Functioning pockets. We got functioning pockets. It is a nice pair of plain and simple black trousers. There aren't really many details in them. 95% polyester and 5% elastane. They are very stretchy, so I'm expecting these to be very comfortable. But let me jump into my, price. $29.99 on these ones as well, so 30 quid. Let's give them a go. I forgot to mention that I got these in a UK size 24, again using that measuring chart on the website. I have to say these trousers are very nice. I really do like them. The quality is very nice. They seem to have a good fit. I have a tiny bit of extra fabric down below the booty. Again, I don't have any booty, but other than that, they do skim lovely over the tummy. I have one slight minus with these, and it's the fact that there's no way for me to tighten the waist. It's not because it's too big, but I definitely have tons of space. It does sit to my body as is with the jumper tucked in, but if you have a bit of a narrow waist, that could be a problem. And because there's no belt loops in it or nothing, that could become a problem. I will say they feel like wearing a pair of joggers, and they are really nice. They have a nice length. I could definitely put on a tiny little heels. I could also go with a flat with them. They have a perfect length for me, and quality is really, really nice. Am I keeping them? No. It's the waist. It's a little bit on the loose side for me, and because there's no way of tightening it or put a belt on, it's not going to work for me, because depending on what time of month it is, yeah. So unfortunately, but that is the only minus to these trousers, the fact that I can't tighten the waist. Quality is really, really nice. So if you like this jogger style feel of trousers, these ones could definitely be for you. The next piece I picked is another jumper, and this one is a gorgeous knitted jumper, and straight up taking this out of the pack, it is so yummy scrummy. Really, really soft, really, really cuddly. It was a mixture of polyester with about 25% acrylics in it, but there was 7% wool in it, and then the polyester portion, half and half recycled and I suppose non-recycled polyester. So that's very good. I love when I see this recycled bit. It is really, really nice. Now, in fairness, I picked this one even though I wasn't sure if the shoulder seam was going to fit my shoulder, but I was getting to that point. I was invested in doing a haul, and I really wanted to have at least 5 pieces to share with you, so I thought I'm going to give it a go. It is just a plain and simple oversized jumper. I got this one, I think I sized down in this one as far as I remember. Yeah, a 2022. I don't remember why. I wonder maybe the bigger size wasn't available maybe or something. I don't know. But as you can see, it is like a bit of an oversized jumper. Yeah, let me just jump into it and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, this was not what I was expecting. Not at all. I actually expected it to be a proper turtleneck, but it's not. It's kind of like those half turtlenecks. And because it has the dark stripe up there, it literally looks like I have no neck whatsoever. It's a bit funny looking. So straight up, that's a no for me. Also, we have drop shoulders, which again, it's not the jumper's fault. That's just me who don't like that. The feel of it is so soft. Even with the 7% wool in it, it's really soft in my body, not itchy at all. But then we have these big, massive slits here, which is not my personal aesthetic at all. Why? Because I think no matter how you try to sit this jumper, it's just gonna, I just can never get it to sit in a nice way so it looks nice. Yeah. just no. I had hoped that this was going to be nice, big and oversized and it'll work with my leggings. I know they don't go with these massive oversized trousers because that's like oversized with oversized, but okay. I don't even know what to say. It's not my personal aesthetic at all, and I kind of knew that. I'm glad I sized down because it's kind of, as you can tell, it's very wide. Very wide. Yes. This one is a definitely no for me, but I will say quality is really nice. How much did we pay for this one? Oversized jumper at $44.99. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Quality wise, it's worth it. So if this aesthetic is for you, maybe this jumper is for you. As I said earlier on, the plus size section on VERO MODA is very much basic neutral pieces. There was some color in there, but there's not a lot of pieces where I felt I could really play with fashion. Now I do love myself a good neutral, so I just kind of went with it and I found myself another fine knit jumper. What I really love about this one is the sleeve. Look at this. Big, massive balloon sleeve on it, and I just think that's gorgeous. Whether or not it'll suit me, that's a different story. We'll see. We'll just have to try it on. But this jumper is just so soft. I'm standing here stroking it because it's so soft. It was a 50% viscose, and then the other 50% was half and half, I think, polyester and nylon. Near enough half and half anyway. So the quality is really, really nice. I got this one in the 24/26 as well. Yeah, I did. Just again, shop by the measurements, and the price of this one was $34.99. Now quality wise, this one is worth every penny. There is no doubt about it. It feels so soft. But let's jump into it and see if it looks good as well. I am very tempted to keep this top because it is so soft and it's so gorgeous. However, these bishop sleeves, they sadly just add a bulk to where I'm the biggest as it is, so it doesn't really work on my body shape. But if you can get away with these kind of sleeves, I highly recommend this one. It's so soft. I can't get over it. The neckline, it has the perfect fit for me. It is beautiful. The shoulder seam has the perfect fit. And then these gorgeous balloon sleeves. It's just so beautiful. Length is like the striped one. It's not the longest. So if you don't like tucking in, maybe not for you, but it is stunning. And it has the perfect fit on my body. And I think so far, we can kind of say if you shop by the measuring chart, you should be okay on VERO MODA, so that's good to know. I really do love it, and I'm a sucker for a big sleeve. It just doesn't suit me. Can you tell when I take my arms down? It just makes me look a lot broader, just where I'm the biggest, so it just doesn't work on me. But God, I love this top. The quality is worth every penny. God, the rain is coming down heavy now, I tell you. I'm sorry about the noise that comes. It's just because I have a window right behind you. But yeah, storm and snow and frost and ice, we're getting it all at the moment, so we are. The last piece I have for today is a pair of jeans, and this is the piece I'm the most excited about in this haul. It is a pair of cargo jeans, but they have a bit of a straighter leg. We'll see if it works as a wider leg or just a straight leg, but we have the cargo pockets on the side. I love this khaki color, but other than that, it is just a normal pair of jeans. Again, they are really, really soft. These ones were 98% cotton and just a 2% elastane, and they do have a good bit of stretch to them. The waistband have a bit of stretch as well. Really, really nice. As I say, just a plain and simple pair of jeans. I really, really like them. Length, obviously, the fit, that's what it comes down to when we're talking about jeans. And the price of these ones, they were a bit more pricey because they were $49.99, so 50 quid for a pair of jeans. I know it's not expensive considering high street and all these sort of things. But again, I go for Primark jeans and I go for Shein jeans, which are half the price. So they have to be extraordinary for me to keep them, but let's jump into them and see if they work. Okay. Shall we tuck this in just so you guys can see properly? They're actually quite big, these ones. I have tons of extra space in the waistband, but obviously we do have belt loops, so I can put on a belt and that will keep them in place. Okay, I'm okay, Charlotte. How many times did I say okay now? They're a wee bit stiff in the fabric. Look how when they don't just kind of move, which is a little bit weird. They are very, very soft, but I do think they are just like half a size too big for me. I have a little bit too much fabric below my booty, and I do have quite a lot of fabric spare in the waistband as well. Length would be absolutely perfect with a pair of trainers of some sort. I really like them, and they're just so soft. I'm not madly in love with them. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not. It's not to the point where I'm thinking, okay, you need to try a size smaller and just see if they're better. They are very nice. They're really nice quality. I'm just not blown away by them. That's being honest with you. So, anyway, that is it. That is all the pieces I have in today's haul. It has been interesting trying VERO MODA for the first time. I've really enjoyed it. Quality, I would say, really good, really good. I do think that on most of the pieces they can justify the price. Now I have no idea how the costs are worked out on these pieces, I don't know, but quality has been very nice. It was literally just the first stripy top where I kind of thought it's not worth the money. The rest have definitely been worth every penny. As I said, everything is linked in the description box. Let me know what you think. Was there any of these pieces that you'd love to try? Any of them that you really didn't like? Let me know in the comments. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.